said it yourself, it was kind of the wild, wild west. It felt like, especially at the ending. Can you just kind of at least take me through like what you're thinking of? Obviously, having Kara go in there, girl hits the home run, Kara comes in. Just kind of talk to me what the mentality was, and obviously the last play.
Yeah, for sure. So Peyton, I think, did a great job starting for us. She got into some trouble in the first inning, and it was really great for her to bounce back and shut them down for a few innings after that, and then bringing Kerrigan in just to try to mix things up, from their offensive side of it. And then once the home run did happen, and we still had the 1-run lead at that point, but that was the idea, to bring Kara in just to try to change the momentum and just give their hitters a different look than what Kerrigan is. And so that worked to get out of that, and we did give up the 1 run there as well to tie the game. And I think I was really proud of the defense there, because when they had the 2 runners on, I'm like, hey, they can tie this game, and that's okay, but that other girl's not scoring for the go-ahead run. We can't put our offense in that position. So they did that, and they tied the game, and for us to come back and for TiVo to lead it off for us and get on base, that was a huge thing to kind of start that momentum. And then Cass has been hot all day to continue to get on base, and the play, how it ended, was just wild, as you said. And so I think there it's just our runners doing a good job, and I think when you have the speed that we do, that puts pressure on a defense, and for ECU to come up and execute plays perfectly there in that scenario, it went in our favor. But just like we drew it up on the last play, for sure, of course.
Talk about how big small ball was for you guys today. I mean, you mentioned how big the top of the lineup was specifically, not even just getting on base for the fans.
Yeah, that was our thought going into the game. Is we do a lot of scouting as coaches, and knew that small ball was an avenue this game against ECU that we could use and be effective. So that was definitely something in our slappers' mind going into it, for sure. And for them to both utilize that, and especially Cass, and with her speed, it's just hard to defend that, for sure. And she had perfectly executed placement of her bunts as well, and her slap. But that was our plan going into it, and we knew it was going to be a tough game against them. ECU's a really great team, and they're well coached, and they have a lot of big hitters. So we thought it was going to be quite a pitcher's duel on that side, because they've got some good pitching, but we knew they were going to put up some runs. But for us, it was just to try to manufacture some runs in between actually driving the runs in.
You kind of just talked about it, but expand on a little bit just how big of a midweek win this is for the Seahawks.
It's huge. So I know we haven't beaten ECU since I've been here, but that's only 2 years now. But for us to beat them, it's a crosstown rival in a sense, and so it's really great for our players. I know they get really excited for this matchup in a midweek, but for us to play ECU and have a tough competition going into Campbell this weekend, we couldn't have drawn that up any better as far as preparing our team from a competitive standpoint.
Coach, any other thoughts, something I didn't ask about you felt was important to mention to help tell the story of the game?
I think Morgan Britt's triple as well was a really big momentum goer for us as well. So I think for her, she's been struggling a little bit offensively, so for her to kind of bust it open with that triple there was a huge momentum shift towards us too.
Coach, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Congratulations.
Thank you.